wool away. And to my surprise and to her surprise, because she's the one who does my blood regularly,
Right.
my blood had clotted, so it wasn't gushing out like before. So so to me that indicated to us that my platelets now are getting better or coming up.
Yes.
And that my blood is now clotting, because obviously when you're on chemo, it affects your blood count. And it starts to fall. And she was saying to me, she said, that's really surprising, because she said in the past, what I have to do, I have to press down on your arm for about a good 5 minutes and get you to hold your hand up, like in the air, like that, while she's pressing down on the area where she's pricked me.
Right.
So you have to do that for about 5 minutes.
So now your blood,
or maybe more, to stop the blood from to stop the blood from gushing, or to stop it.
You've altered your blood chemistry.
Yes, yes.
Now, do you know how you did that?
Just by doing what you've taught me.
Which is precisely what are the things that you think are doing that are specifically affecting your blood chemistry?
And
so see, people do not understand this. They don't understand it. Like they don't understand because people don't know what it's actually like to cure cancer. See, you are what it looks like in reality to cure cancer.
Yeah.
Like, people have these ideas in their head about it. And most of the people who've cured cancer with what I've taught them have not used medication. And most of them did use it, and it failed. And then they cured it with what I showed them. That's what actually happened to them. How many of those cure shows have you listened to?
I've listened to quite a few, actually. I can't really put a number on it.
What did you get out of the ones you listened to? Tell me a little bit about what you got personally, what you learned from listening to those cure shows.
I suppose what I got out of it is, it's really, first of all, I must say that they're really inspiring to me to watch. Just watching, other people cure themselves, it kind of like spurs me on as well to do better. Certain things that I never thought of, I find that they're probably, doing something, just slightly different. Sometimes I get tips from them as well.
Yeah.
That what I can incorporate with myself.
Yeah.
As well, which is good. And then I hear stories. Just little, everybody's different. Some people like start very well, and then they, for some reason, I don't know, in life they kind of like drop back, but drop off the wagon sort of thing. But they get back on and they go again, which is good.
Right.
So that was very encouraging. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I get. Yeah, that's what I can think of at the moment. That everybody's trying very hard.
Well, just to get back to, can you think of any other ways that you're curing your cancer? Like, how do you know that you're actually curing the cancer? How can you tell?
Right. A few things have happened to me. I can talk about, well, the one that's very fresh in my mind is what happened yesterday when I went to the hospital. I went to the hospital on Thursday just to have a blood test.
Right.
So just have my blood taken from me. And what happened, it was just me and the nurse in the room. And where she went in and someone pricked me where she needs to take the blood, and she just filled up 2 small little bottles. And then when she took the needle out, and she took a cotton ball and just pressed on the area where she pricked me. So she just held down for about I would say it's half a minute, like 30 seconds.
Right.
And then she pulled the cotton wool away. And to my surprise and to her surprise, because she's the one who does my blood regularly,
Right.
my blood had clotted, so it wasn't gushing out like before. So so to me that indicated to us that my platelets now are getting better or coming up.
Yes.
And that my blood is now clotting, because obviously when you're on chemo, it affects your blood count. I said it starts to fall. And she was saying to me, she said, that's really surprising, because she said in the past what I have to do, I have to press down on your arm for about a good 5 minutes and get you to hold your hand up like in the air like that while she's pressing down on the area where she's pricked me.
Right.
So you have to do that for about 5 minutes.
So now your
or
blood,
maybe more, to stop the blood from to stop the blood from gushing, or to stop it.
You've altered your blood chemistry.
Yes, yes.
Now, do you know how you did that?
Just by doing what you've taught me.
Which is precisely what are the things that you think are doing that are specifically affecting your blood chemistry?
Okay. For that, what I've been saying when I'm here, in the house, I have been saying things like, I've been doing testing like, oh, is my blood count low? And then I would get a signal.
Right.
And then I said, right, okay. I am now increasing my blood counts.
Aha.
In all of my bodies now.
Okay.
Now that's what I've been doing.
And it looks like you brought your blood count up that way.
Yes, yes.
The thing that people have to remember, see, people think that you're saying affirmations.
Nice.
But you are actually increasing your blood count, and the way you know that, how do you know when you say I'm increasing my blood count, how do you know that you did?
How did I know? I suppose one way of knowing is that I'm not feeling faint.
Yes, but I mean, say it right now. I am now increasing my blood count to the normal level.
Right. I am now increasing my blood count to the normal level. Probably. I am now increasing my blood count to the normal level.
Now, how do you know you just did that?
Okay, I'm getting a signal.
Yes, that's right.
You can see me on the screen.
That's the difference between this and saying an affirmation. See, affirmations are great. People have cured things with affirmations because they were actually doing the thing they were affirming. But the reason affirmations don't work for a lot of people is they just don't know that they did they have no way of knowing whether they did it or not. They're just going on blind faith, and they're actually not doing what they're saying they're doing.
Yeah.
A lot of people who say affirmations are not actually doing it, which is why they wonder, why isn't this working? And that's why.
Okay, yeah. That's a very important point.
And another important point is that a lot of affirmations are not doable. And people have no way of knowing that. So they're saying these things, like they're saying everything I eat turns to health and beauty, and it feels good to say it, but it actually is not doable.
Right.
Because if you eat the wrong thing, it simply, alters your chemistry in a bad way. Area code 813-672-3419. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.